Called it correctly, and they'll opt to bat first.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Edge! What a ball! Confident appeal. Could it be? Yes, well taken in the slips.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Buttler shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
Buttler gets off the mark.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over. 4 off it. Gujarat are 4 for 1. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Wait.
Brilliant diving stop.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full
Yes.
and put away. Big edge!
Keepers.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work really to ease it down towards third.
Yep. Bowler!
Comfortable single if they take it.
Gill shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Wait there!
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep. Wait.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Waiting.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Gujarat seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 19 for 1. Russell coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Misses everything.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Chance. Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep. Dad.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Going with spin now.
Yep. Yep.
They'll get at least 1. Nicely played.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Buttler has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep. Yep.
Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. A beauty, brilliant catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that. No run scored.
End of the over. Gujarat are 38 for 2. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait. Wait on.
Beaten on the drive.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
Gone! Brilliant diving catch. They made it look so easy.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Khan will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Wait.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
Going a bit more conservative with this field.
Ali from the south end. Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep. Yep, yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep, yep. Yep.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
The captain going on the defensive with this field.
Yep.
Good return, back from the deep. Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
A bit of a change up in the field now. Just threw the shot too early.
They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
And with that, they're off the mark.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 54 for 4.
Going a bit more conservative with this field.
Narine coming into the attack from the south end.
Some adjustments to the field. Narine just needs to continue finding good spots now. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
There's a run here, surely.
Retains the strike. Runs were there.
Yep.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Yep.
Punched it off the back foot for some runs.
Yep.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Lovely bowling.
Nice bowling.
It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Hey! Oh, well bowled.
Worked.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Drives and misses everything.
Well bowled.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty. Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Ali, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowlers!
A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Oh, yes, nice
That's a
bowling.
lovely delivery. There's drift and bounce as it goes over the top of the stumps.
Catch!
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level. Yeah.
Chance to run two. Massive edge.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Narine with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Edge, unplayable. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. We've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Doesn't beat the infield. Big appeal. The Knight Riders having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Well, the margin in this game can be so fine.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yeah.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Bowled him! Beauty! Absolute beauty!
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, yes, nice
That's
bowling.
wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Finds the edge. Strong appeal. Fantastic catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The left-handed batsman is coming in at number 10.
Well, it's beaten them entirely. The only other thing it could have done was knock over the stumps.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Just the one run off the over. Gujarat are 75 for 8. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Nicked it! Oh no, that's dropped.
Just threw the shot too early.
time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edge! What a ball! And gone. Didn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
The Knight Riders found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Narine into the attack now from the north end.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep. Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Wait.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat. On this pitch and in these conditions, it's going to take something really special from the bowlers to win this. Really needed more runs on the board. Pressure will be right on the bowlers if they don't find early wickets. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. Bowled! What a way to start the over.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Wait.
And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yep.
Caught, gone.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Nice shot.
Well, where did that come from, you wonder? After some time spent in the dressing room, it's pretty obvious what their intentions are.
End of the over. 19 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 19 for 3. Oh my, that's racing away.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
Gone! Brilliant caught and bowled.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Gotcha.
Good bit of timing there.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Nicely played.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Gotcha.
Just about timed that perfectly.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
End of the over. The Knight Riders are 38 for 4. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Waiting.
Needs a direct hit.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just waited on it, got given a bit of width and launched it all the way.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
End of the over. 20 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 58 for 4. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Had to clear the front leg in order to get under the ball and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
Great shot. Great timing.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this game. Right out of the middle.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
And that marks the end of the match. The Kolkata kids have taken the victory. Thank you very much.
Extremely comfortable win. Just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete with that level of skill shown. It was a masterclass.
There was only one team in this one, an exceptional display that saw a